Hello, basketball fans. One last time, we're here for Bulldog basketball action with the girls. Tonight, the visiting Madelia Blackhawks at 4-21 come to play our 3-22 JWP Bulldogs. The winner of tonight's matchup will be at Mankato Loyola next week. So this is the subsection, the play-in game, if you will. And the winner will take on the number 1 seed, Mankato Loyola Crusaders, led by Lindsay Thunick. So, interesting matchup tonight. Madelia's 1-1 from the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 1-1 off of Madelia. Tonight's the rubber match. We're going to find out, is it Madelia or is it JWP? Who's the better team this year? And now you might be a little confused. You might say, hey, Madelia Blackhawks have 4 wins. The Bulldogs only have 3. How come Bulldogs are seated a little higher? Well, the answer to that is the victories by the Blackhawks are non-conference victories. Their only conference victory this year was against the Bulldogs, whereas the Bulldogs had 2 conference victories. So that's the story there. We're about 6 minutes away from the start of this one. I don't have a camera crew. I don't have anything yet, so we'll see how this goes. But 6 minutes until our national anthem. It's hard to have as much gusto when it's alternate. You slow your momentum down a little bit. All right. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. We got some issues here. Did we lose power? Did we unplug it?
It fell and it came unplugged.
Okay, we'll figure this out here. Maybe something's loose. You might be able to hear us, but you probably can't see us right now. We're fixing some things here at the booth. Blackhawks win the tip. So wait a minute, that helped. Oh, there we go. I think we're back. All right. We had some brief technical issues here, and we're all set and ready to go. We got Kelton Erler, the son of the elementary principal, Jeremy Erler, on the scoreboard tonight. Or, excuse me, on the camera tonight. I'm on the scoreboard. And we're still getting things set up here. We appreciate your patience at home. And it's the Blackhawks who strike first, 2-0. Early lead for the Blackhawks. Lynch finds, and then Olsen, there's a foul there. And early 2-0 lead for the Blackhawks of Madelia. This game was originally slated for a 7:30 tip time, obviously with the impending doom or snow, depending on who you ask. Boy, it's they moved it up to 6 o'clock. And so maybe some people didn't get the memo on the change, but that's how it goes. Nice pass. Yeah, and it's in. Early 2-point lead for those Madelia Blackhawks coming into tonight, 4-21, with a recent victory over Glenville Emmons. They won by 13 points. So the Blackhawks fresh on the heels of that victory, and a little softer on that camera exchange there, because at home they might be, all over the place. And it's off. There we go. There you go. Perfect. Olsen down to Cords. Cords back to Olsen. Olsen the long 2. And it's off. Nice power rebound there by Cords and ties it up at 4. 4-all our score with a little over 16 minutes to go in the first half. This is our final home game of the year for the girls. The boys are scheduled to be here tomorrow night against Belle Plaine. I don't know what the Vegas odds are right now on that game actually taking place, but can't be good. Now, of course, the section final for the boys is already taken care of. They will be the 3 seed in the section, taking on the 6-seeded St. Clair Cyclones. St. Clair unfortunately, after the injury of their big star Weber, falling like a rock. And Bulldogs, nobody probably would have predicted at the beginning that it would be the Bulldogs getting a better seed than the Cyclones, but that is the case, and it should be a pretty good matchup. Foul, and it will count. It will count. Subs coming in for the Blackhawks. That is Sotelo coming in. And Shook's free throw is up and in. And it is still a one-possession game, but it is the Bulldogs ahead 7-4 early on in this one. Once again, we apologize for the confusion at the start of the broadcast. We had a couple issues going on with the camera, and it's different. For action faster than we can call it. Shook the steal, and they're going to call a foul on Luth. Luth, the 5'6" junior. And it's a shooting foul. She'll be at the line for a pair. Will Shook, the senior, playing her last home game tonight. Last home game she'll ever play for basketball, that is. And Gruss coming in favor of Olsen. Mandy Gruss, one of those highly talented young players that the Bulldogs have. And it's off. And put right back in. I think was that Shook? It was Shook, I'm being told, by Kelton Erler, our cameraman. I was busy putting the score in. That's a foul. Reach-in foul by the Bulldogs. And let's see, the foul was on Cords. That is her first, team first. 4 team fouls by the Blackhawks, 1 for the Bulldogs. And we're right at 15 minutes to go. We got a turnover, and it's Lynch with the steal. Down the court to Shook. Bounce pass, probably was intended for Cords. Yeah, Gruss isn't going to miss that very often. And the Bulldogs with the 1-3-1, which they have used to some success. Most recently in the Cleveland game, it worked in the first half. The lob pass gets it down, and Melody DeFleminick, 6'1", maybe the tallest girl in the Valley Conference. And she's got a younger sister, Courtney, coming up in a year. She's a junior right now. Oh, that's going to be over and back. It is. So the Bulldogs jumping out to the quick 12-4 lead. But, of course, the Blackhawks do have a victory over the Bulldogs this year, so they are not going to let that score get to them too much. Cords, a wild pass, and it's a turnover. And now it's an opportunity for the Blackhawks to chip away at that deficit. And Sotelo waves off the inbounder, and she says she'll inbound it herself. And, here we go. It's a steal by Shook. And she lays it in for 2. Shook showing a lot of athleticism early on in this one. Left her wide open. Blocked by Budak. Cords the board. Stay with the ball. Yeah. Stay with the ball when you can. Yep. You're doing a great job. Lynch over to Shook. Gruss for 2. That one's going to be off. She didn't have time to really set her feet properly there. And jump ball. Possession will favor the Bulldogs. And, yes, we got a sub coming in. 8th grader Emma Johnson coming in. And a timeout is going to be called by Josh Goodburn. And we'll mark that on our screen. 13:41 to go. First half action. 14-4 our score. It is the Bulldogs with that early lead. And it was nice of Chuck Quast to join us tonight. Chuck Quast does a great job on the music for the boys' games. And he's here tonight for the section game. So that's good to see. We got Kelton Erler at the booth with me. I'm Jay Semry. Final time this year, NFHS broadcast. We'd like to thank all of you for tuning in throughout the year. Thank you for ordering that NFHS subscription. You know, what an age we live in. NFHS. Many, many schools in the Valley Conference have been utilizing it. So, you know, if the weather's not good, you can still visit. You can still go to the game. So, which on a night like this, not a bad deal. Emma Johnson, the ball. That's going to be a reach-in foul. That is on Cooling. And just like that, the Blackhawks are up to 5 team fouls tonight. And Johnson will inbound in front of the scorers table. 13:30 to go. And that's Lynch. 2-3 zone being utilized by the Blackhawks. Back to Lynch. Over to Gruss. Gruss. Tight bounce pass down to Courts. Courts to Johnson. Johnson for 2. It's off. Rebound. Oh, it's Budak out muscled her. Got the board. Johnson to Gruss. Gruss to Lynch. Lynch fakes. Lynch in. Back to Gruss. And Coach Kirsten Perney, you can probably hear her on your screen at home. Traveling the call. She was calling a play, and someone was confused out there. And subs coming in for the Bulldogs. It looks like Emily Olson has returned in favor of Lynch. Down court pass right in the corner. Nice pass to DeFleminek, hard off the glass. Another floater pass. Boy, Sotelo likes those floater passes, but that is nothing but net. The mid-range jumper for the Blackhawks. And it is 14-6. Over to Gruss. Amanda Sack. Oh, three-pointer. Oh, nothing but net for Olsen. I was just about to say Amanda Sack out injured tonight. She's usually the first guard off the bench. So Johnson, who normally gets pretty good minutes, also getting some minutes tonight. And it's in. Tipped, and it's stolen by Cooling. Heading the other way are the Blackhawks. Sotelo, like a runaway train there, and it's going to be a foul on the Bulldogs. I thought Sotelo was about to travel. She was, it looked like she had tucked the ball in and was full charge ahead. Sotelo inbounding again, and it is a turnover. Bulldogs with the steal. Gruss with the ball over to Johnson. Back to Gruss. 2-3 zone being utilized by the Blackhawks. Oh, tried the hook pass, couldn't get it around Sotelo. Olsen back to Johnson. Johnson to Gruss, good look. She'll take those. It's in for Gruss. 19-8 our score. They get it down low. Sotelo with that floater again. De La Cruz has come in. Steal by Gruss. Oh, that's going to be a turnover. Cooling. She was towing the line there, but she stayed in. Boy, Sotelo with another floater pass stolen away, but stolen right back by Sotelo. Wild pass. And boy, it looks like a recess out here. Stolen away by Shook. And it's stolen right back by the Blackhawks. Oh, and we got a tussle. What in the world is going on around here? My, oh my. It's like somebody dipped the ball in some of that movie theater butter or something. Lynch coming in as well as Swen for the Bulldogs. And that's DeFleminek over to Sotelo. Sotelo's got to be careful on those passes. They're very soft. And somehow Olsen comes away with the steal. And Coach Goodburn wanted the travel, didn't get the travel. Instead, it is a foul on the Blackhawks. 6th team foul. And Emily Budak, another one of the JWP seniors, also coming in. This is her final appearance as well at home. Nice pass to Budak. Budak for two. Didn't really compose the shot well. And Sotelo, the floater is off. Oh, it's off the shin of DeFlemenick. And I'm not quite sure if that was a pass or a shot, but it was off by Sotelo. It grazed the bottom of the backboard. Maybe she was trying to feed the 6'1" DeFlemenick down low, possibly. Maybe a little too much touch on the pass. Whoa, that's a three. Boy, you could see that one curve in midair. Had a little bit of a slice to it. And Sotelo the ball. Three-pointer by Cooling is up. It's off the back iron. A good hustle by Cooling. She gets it to Sotelo. Sotelo fakes back to Cooling. Sotelo. There's DeFlemenick, 6'1". Oh yeah, that's going to be a body by Lynch. You could see the chest bump from up here. And Gruss will return. Gruss has a quick 4 points in this one. She's coming in favor of Lynch. Gruss more of a scorer than Lynch. Lynch might be slightly more polished in the ball handling area. That's going to be a foul by Shook, and it's going to be, I believe that's De La Cruz going into the line for two. It is. Foul was on Shook, her first, team fifth, so it was the Blackhawks with the disadvantage right away with the fouls, but now it's 5 fouls Bulldogs, 6 fouls Blackhawks, so not much of a disadvantage at this juncture. Free throw is in for De La Cruz. She'll get a second. Free throw clangs off the back iron. Rebound Bulldogs. And Olsen, the power drive, and she puts it in. Great move by Olsen, you know. Noticeably, Olsen is, this might be her fastest start to a game. Big pass, and that's Cooling to Bergman. Sotelo, the wild floater is off. And they give it to Gruss. Sotelo appears a bit off right now with her shot. But obviously, if she's getting this amount of minutes, the Coach Goodburn trusts her to do the right thing. Sotelo, a 5'5" junior. Gruss, not much of a three-point shooter. But Olsen, she'll fire away on that, and she's off. Olsen might lead the team in scoring right now for this game. There you go. Good job, Kelvin. Cooling to DeFlemenick. Oh, I thought she traveled. Oh, no, it's a hold. Blue 2 hold. That was Swen. And Cord's coming in favor of the before-mentioned Swen. 8:25 to go, first half action. The Bulldogs 21, the Blackhawks 9. Still plenty of game left in this one. I don't know if they're doing it intentionally. I do not see any representatives from Mankato Loyola here scouting tonight. Good put in there by Gruss. And she's up to 6 already this half. Cooling the long two. It's a nice shot there by Cooling. Nothing but the bottom of the cup there. And both teams are now in double digits, 23-11. 12-point lead right now for the Bulldogs. Kind of a fast start. There have been games where the Bulldogs have only scored about 25 points. And it's just off. Good hustle there by Gruss. A little hard off the glass, but you know she'll come back down ready to shoot the next time down the court. She's got a good head on her shoulders. I had Mandy Gruss in class 3 years ago now already, and I coached her the last 2. And, you know, she's a great athlete, started varsity for volleyball, playing varsity for basketball. Great athlete, better person. And really that's all that matters when it's all said and done anyway. And it's out of bounds, and it's going to be off the foot of Klobes. And she kind of gave a Nancy Kerrigan, why me look, and is heading down to the other end. And Johnson back over to Olsen. Oh, nice awareness there by Klobes. So maybe playing with a little bit of a chip on her shoulder after she thought she was miscalled on that out-of-bounds play. And that's going to be a reach-in, the wraparound by Brielle Cords. And just like that, it is bonus time for the Blackhawks. 1-1 for the next 7:05 in this one. Tygum at the line. The Blackhawks using a deep bench. First free throw plops in. Tyler Kroll coming in. Last night I was at the my alma mater, Bethany Lutheran College, had a playoff game against St. Scholastica of Duluth. The Vikings of BLC were favored to win. They lost by 20, unfortunately, but Tyler Kroll's older brother, Tristan Kroll, got into the game at the end and got a bucket, so good for him. So you'd like to see the former JWP athletes performing well, not only on the court, in the classroom, and off the court as well. And no shot, I think. Or no, are they going to say 2 shots on that? It is going to be bonus. It's 1-1. That's what they're indicating. 1-1. So it is bonus for both teams the rest of the way. 6:49 to go, first half action. 23-13 in favor of the Janesville-Waldorf-Pemberton Bulldogs. Once again, thank you for joining us on this MFHS broadcast. First free throw is up for Olsen. Clangs off the iron, as we say. And there's a loose ball foul. No time comes off the clock. And we're heading to the other end. And Shook coming back in as well. That's going to be, is that number 14? Oh, maybe it's number 11. No, that's not 11. Let's see, I think that's Bergman, actually, number 10. It is, it's Bergman. And Bergman's free throw is in. Once again, it's hard to get in a rhythm with these Blackhawks. Doing commentary, they use a deep bench. Subs in, subs out, subs in, subs out. And Bergman drains both free throws and back to single digits now. And with 6:46 to go in this first half, the Bulldogs have an 8-point lead, 23-15. Nice Groos, and couldn't fall. But Kroll's down low with the board, draws the foul. You know Groos wanted that one back. That's her look. Sub coming in, and it is Cooling returning for the Blackhawks. And Kroll at the line. I'm sorry, it's not a 1-on-1, it was a shooting foul. And basket's off, and Kroll will be back at the line. Her free throw shooting has come a long way since 7th grade. Still with some room for improvement, no doubt. But as evidenced by that last one, she can make them as well. 24-15, our score. Tyler's father, Lenny, is the head softball coach here at JWP. They probably saw the weather report and almost threw up because they wanted to get outside. And now they're probably going to have to wait a little bit longer. And Johnson hits the side of the backboard and then reaches in. So double trouble for Johnson. And this could be a long rest of the half the way we've been going. Free throw up. It's in. And let's see, I think that's Mueller at the line. So playing a little bit of a guessing game right now because the Blackhawks, they're in and out. It's like almost hockey line changes. The gentleman beside me, Kelton Erler, in my social studies class, we're doing a famous Minnesota project right now. And he chose Herb Brooks to do his project on. And he's putting the finishing touches on that paper. That's due on Tuesday. So when we talk about hockey in Minnesota, there's no greater name than Herb Brooks, in my opinion. Oh, Kroll got a little faked out there, but Budak. Groos to Johnson. Nice pass to Groos. Blocked by DeFleminik. Kroll overpowers her, though, maybe. The hook pass, and Shook. She traveled before the shot. That was a great pass, though, by Johnson to find Groos down low. Just couldn't work out this time. 24-17 our score. Johnson heading the other way for the Bulldogs, stolen away. And Bulldog, to Kroll, wait, it's Bopton. It's been a little bit of a sloppy, that ball's got a mind of its own this half. And Johnson will inbound here, gets it to Groos. Groos, good switch of hands there, good switch of motion. Shook for two, it's off. And DeFleminick using that reach advantage over Kroll. Remember, DeFleminick 6'1", possibly the tallest girl in the Valley Conference. Melody DeFleminick, a senior, so this very well could be the end of the trail for her as well. Madelia will not receive any more home games this year. The sections, they will not get any home games for the sections, so they are done with home games. Oh! And Kroll had her hand in the cookie jar there, so to speak, and got slung around a little bit by DeFleminick. And Cooling over to Den, and boy, it's just been a lot of players coming in for the Blackhawks. Oh, fakes the three. Nice pass. And it's blocked by Budak again. Tygum really hesitated on that. And King and Swen coming in. King, the tallest player on the Bulldogs. Right around that 5'11", 6-foot mark. I announced her at 6 feet tall. And I'd stand by it if somebody asked me. She's listed at 5'11", but when I saw her in art yesterday, I thought she'd put on a half an inch or so. So I'm going to say 6 feet tall. Long two, it's way off the run, and King utilized, oh boy. Yeah, maybe that extra half inch went to her head there, and she made that error on the throw, but it was a good rebound by King. Alexia King, the younger sister of boys player Andrew King. And it's going to be the Blackhawks at the line for two. Foul was on Shook, that's her second. And with a little over 4 minutes to go, the Blackhawks looking to really cut away at this 7-point deficit, maybe even tie it or take the lead before halftime. And look at that, Haley Wheelock taking off the warm-up. And 8th grader Haley Wheelock coming in, an early entry for Wheelock. We saw her in the final few moments of our last game. And once again, you know, in the late 80s, the band Skid Row came out with a song, Youth Gone Wild. And, you know, we've been talking about the youth all year. And sometimes they've had wild shots like that one. But you know what? They're going to grow. Nice pass to Fleminick. It's off. Swen the board. Oh, Swen almost slipped there, like stepping on a big banana peel. And DeFleminick, who is 6'1", but kind of using very mechanical maneuvers, and the 5-second closely guarded is called. And it's going to be a turnover, and the Bulldogs will have the possession. Full court press being utilized by the Blackhawks. And it works right off the shoot. I thought there was a foul there, not the case. And it's put in there by Den, and we're at a 4-point game. And I think this is a smart move by the Blackhawks. Put a little pressure on him, and it's a carry, palm on the ball by Johnson. You know, we've been seeing that palm on the ball a little bit more this year than in years past. Obviously, the referees decided they're going to place more of an emphasis on it. And 5'10" Megan Walls coming in. She didn't check in at the booth, though. You can't do that. They might let that by in 6th grade ball, but not when you get to the big show. And they get it into DeFleminick. Passing it around are the Blackhawks. That's a three-pointer. It's off. Uncontested. I thought DeFleminick would go for that one more. She must have thought Brielle Cords had the positioning. Didn't go for it. Lynch. Oh, that's going to, you can hear a little bit of a smack there. And I think, who is that? Is that Cooling? It is Cooling. No, I'm sorry, it's not Cooling. That is Klobes. With the long hair, it's sometimes hard to see the number. And Sotelo coming in favor of Klobes. Klobes exiting with 2 fouls. 2:49 to go in this first half. And it's off. And who has the board? That is the Blackhawks with the board. Looking to chip away at the deficit right here, right now. Over to Sotelo. Sotelo fakes. Tight defense there by Wheelock. Oh, Wheelock had her in the trio row, so to speak, and got the ball from her. Boy, Sotelo looked, I'm telling you, Wheelock, only an 8th grader, but she can really put the squeeze on you and force a turnover. Wheelock to Lynch. Pass to Wheelock. Wheelock for 2. And it falls in, and that might be the first varsity points for Wheelock. If so, congratulations to her. Boy, another 8th grader getting varsity minutes and varsity points. It's unprecedented, maybe. So, well, certainly since I've been here at JWP, and probably a lot longer than that, where 4 8th graders, 5 8th graders are in the lineup right now for the Bulldogs, along with 3 freshmen, so 8 underclassmen. Actually, sophomores, got to count them too. There's 2 sophomores, so 10 underclassmen right now for this team. 5 girls who have not even had their first technical day of high school yet are in the lineup for the Bulldogs. Johnson, Wheelock, Walls, Olson, and Gertz. Nice move there by Cords. Fake to one side, fake to the other, and then put it up. A little over 1:30 to go in this first half. The Bulldogs of JWP 28. The Blackhawks of Madelia 20. Nice pass down low. And DeFleminick, that's not DeFleminick, that's De La Cruz. Couldn't close the deal on that one. And there we go. Well, and it was not blocked. It was a foul. And it's going to be 2 shots for Cords. 28-20, and the Bulldogs hoping she puts both these in, and it's back up to double digits. Free throw is up. It rattles out. And Carissa Caraway, who got good minutes in our last game, making her first appearance, and DeFleminick very discouraged with herself. If I recall last time, it was DeFleminick who had to really keep the emotions in check, because she gets a little hard on herself sometimes. But you have to just shake it off, just like Lynch is going to have to shake off that pass. It landed right in the breadbasket of Madelia coach Josh Goodburn. 1 minute to go in this first half. 1 minute. Cooling and Rodriguez. I think every player for the Blackhawks listed on the roster has appeared in this first half. And Sotelo, the wild shot is off, rebounded by Cords. And Wheelock for 2. Oh, wow! Kind of a laser beam type shot, but it was effective nonetheless. And almost like a free throw type move there by Rodriguez. Big rebound by Gruss, but stolen away there by Sotelo to Cooling. Cooling puts it up. It's off everything. And it's going to be Cords coming away with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it was blocked by Lynch. And we will go into halftime with our score. Multiples of 10, 20-30 in favor of the Bulldogs of Janesville-Waldorf-Pemberton. This is the end, final 18 of the season. Winner to take on the awaiting Mankato Loyola Crusaders, the #1 seed. And here we are, we're back, we're set. And it's in. And that's an early 2 for the Bulldogs, 32-20. Stolen away by Olsen. Foul is called. And next time we get an opportunity to take a timeout, I'm going to check the standings here on what the scenarios are for both squads, the Madelia Blackhawks and the JWP Bulldogs. And Den steps out, and Sotelo coming back in. And under the hoop is Lynch going to inbound for the Bulldogs. 17:40 to go in this second half now. Shook recovers and regains possession. Stolen away. The big rainbow shot there by Sotelo. The floater pass all the way across court. Stolen by Cords. Boy, I almost had to tell Kelton to get that pretzel out of your mouth. We got camera work to do. Oh, he didn't have a pretzel in his mouth. Says that's got a big gob of cheese rolling off his chin right now. Nah, I'm kidding. That's not true. That's not true. All right, it's into Cords. Kelton, a great kid. Only a 6th grader. He has the potential of a great leader one day.
I'm gonna be president.
He says he might be president. He might be.
No.
Yeah. Sotelo, it's off. Rebound, Bulldogs. Gruce for 2. It was blocked. DeFlemenick the board, but Gruce gets a steal. Fighting for it. Good effort there by Gruce, and she puts it in. All Gruce on that one. She could have easily given up on that play 2 or 3 times. And it's way off the mark. And Lynch. And, these Madelia Blackhawks, it's 34-20, 16-13 to go. I'm telling you, they've gone through some tough times over the last couple of years. You know, the town of Madelia, we've all seen the bad fire that happened last year. We've all seen the recent news events that have been happening in Madelia. Madelia Strong was kind of the slogan as of late, and we know Madelia kind of in a valley right now, but they'll rise up again. And the grit and determination of the folks of Madelia has been very impressive to all of the neighboring communities, and Gruce maybe a little too much juking and jiving on that play, and it is a travel by Gruce, and it's heading back to the Blackhawks. Sotelo, and they telegraphed the pass of Cooling, and it's stolen away by the Bulldogs. And back to Gruce. Whoa, and rough play here. And timeout called by Coach Kirsten Prunny. And I'm going to take a peek at the section here and see if we can find anything good. I'm on the MSHL website right now. And boy, I don't even know what I'm looking for here. 2A tournaments winner, girls basketball. Where are we at? Wait a minute. And yes, thank you, Mr. Erler, with the section brackets. And we're going to go to the 2A bracket right now. I don't know if you can see this on your screen or not, but I will read it right now. JWP Madelia, this is the play-in game, of course. On February the 28th, final day of the month, Loyola is awaiting the winner. Loyola, the number 1 seed. And we might get that ready there, but we will make an announcement at the end of this one that it's Loyola awaiting on the 28th, 7 p.m. And I want to say the game is going to be at Loyola. It certainly is. And I'm a minute off on the clock here. Forgive me, it's 14. There we go. Heading the other way. Oh, a nice bucket there by DeFlemenick. A rare basket. She's not known for her scoring, but that is the first points of the half for the Blackhawks of Madelia. Groos is blocked by Klobes. A tussle for it. Klobes heading the other way. Good hustle by Sotelo. Sotelo puts it up and in. And it's down to a 10-point game. The Blackhawks with a little bit of momentum right now. Some in the crowd calling for defense. Shot is up. It's off the mark. DeFlemenick the board. That's a rare miss on those mid-range jumpers by Groos. And it is the Blackhawks looking to get this one back in single digits. To Sotelo. Cooling. Back to Sotelo. That's Cooling. Now that's Sotelo. DeFlemenick. She fakes. Oh, she wanted a call there. Oh, and a big clothesline. Looked like one of those old the clothesline in the backyard. Just you don't see it, and all of a sudden it's around your neck. Down you go. And the ball is thrown in by Olsen to Lynch. Lynch Jr. Tied with Shook and actually not tied with Shook and Budak. Nobody has been in the program at the high school level longer than Lynch. Lynch as an 8th grader. I guess they would have been 9th graders, so yes, tied with them. I apologize, yes. But next year, Lynch will be the only player left at the high school level who played under the Coach Paseo regime. I'm not a regime as in during his coaching time, his tenure with us. Coach Paseo, a great guy. Looking forward to his wedding coming up this summer. He's doing well. He's at Columbia College in Missouri, NAIA, and they've had a couple winning seasons. I've been kind of keeping some notes on it. He's doing a great job. Great guy as well. Free throw is up for DeFlemenick, and we're back in single digits here. 25-34 our score. 13:09 to go in the second half. Second free throw up. That was the second team foul by the Bulldogs. Second one falls off the rim, and it's the Bulldogs heading the other way. That's Lynch. Lynch to Johnson. And Olsen, the bank shot is open. The bank is open. That shot brought to you by Janesville State Bank, helping build a better Janesville. Yep. And to Luth. Luth, the spin move. Oh, nice move by Luth. The spin and the put in. And, oh, it's a loose ball. Jump ball is the call. And it's going to go to the Blackhawks of Madelia. Sotelo will inbound. Ball to come on your screen momentarily. 12:20 to go. And Sotelo comes away with it. Nice pass by the Blackhawks. Down to 7. And the foul is eventually called, much to the delight of the coaching staff of the JWP Bulldogs. Kirsten Prunny, Lincoln Olson, Wayne Cords, Tyler Ranslow. Although I don't know if I see Tyler Ranslow here tonight. And Olson's one is in. Whoops, stepped on my cord there. No, I do not. Oh, yes, Ranslow is at the end of the bench. I do see him now. And nice shot there by Cooling. It is off. Tipped out by the Bulldogs, though, and that's going to stay with the Blackhawks of Madelia. 11:40 to go. 38 to 29 in favor of the Bulldogs. 9-point game right now. Foul was on 34, and that's Johnson, her second. And DeFleminek puts it in. Blocked by DeFleminek, you know. She has about 9 or 10 inches on Olson. DeFleminek, oh, nice fake there. And she gets her own board, and she puts it up and in, and we're down to a 5-point game. She beats one with experience on that one. And it's off of Olson, and it's going to go to the Blackhawks, and Blackhawks could potentially make this a one-possession game after this one. Sotelo will inbound to Cooling. Lynch providing defense at half court. Oh, tip, and Sotelo recovers. Nice pass to Luth. I think Luth did a little bit of a dance there, and it is double dribble is the call. $10:27 to go. Second half action. Kroll going to come in momentarily for the Bulldogs, as well as De La Cruz for the Blackhawks. Stolen away. Stolen away again. We're the other way. And Budak, the unorthodox 2, is up and in. In the corner, Sotelo, nice pass to Luth. Luth for 2, it's off. DeFleminek, she's going to get the, is she going to get the call? Yes, I think she is. I think it's going to be 2 shots. $9:45 to go. DeFleminek's free throw. A little too, she very hard on the shot. And Lacey Cords, the sophomore, going to come in, her making her first appearance for the Bulldogs. Coming in for Johnson. Cords, one of 2 sophomores in the Bulldog program. So not many sophomores. There are more 8th graders in today's game than there are sophomores in the whole program. So once this year's the 9th grade class becomes seniors, boy, it's going to be a loaded bunch at the top. And DeFleminek, nice pass there, and it's put in by Klobes. Obviously, win or lose, this is our final NFHS broadcast of the year. Thanks all of you for joining us each and every game. And you know, when you look at the record this year, it was 3-22 as of right now. You might say, oh, what an awful time. But you know what? You're seeing the future. And that one went everywhere way but in. And Gruss will be at the line for a pair. But you're seeing the players that are going to be making the big run here in a few years, and you're seeing them maybe before they're ready. But you know, it's not out of need; it's out of necessity. It's not out of necessity; it's out of need. One of the two. But free throw is off by Gruss. Kelton Erler here with us tonight. Free throw is up. And it's in for Gruss. She's had at least 7 points on the night. And it's off. Oh, it's off again. Rebound Kroll. And we're to Gruss. Nice move by Gruss. And it's off though. And Sotelo to DeFleminik. Back to Sotelo. Off the bottom of the backboard. And a big tussle for it. And a clench foul by the Blackhawks. And that is bonus 1-1. So for the final 8:01, it's going to be free throws the rest of the way for the Bulldogs. Free throw up for Budak. It's off. Jump ball. Favors the Bulldogs, I think. We'll see what inbound play we got here. 4 down to Gruss. That was a good inbound play because I know she likes that shot. Rodriguez to Sotelo, it's off. Rodriguez hustles for the board. And Rodriguez, I thought she was going to launch one up there for a second. To Fleminik. And there's a foul. I believe it's going to be on Kroll. Cords and Shook coming in for the Bulldogs. And Den returning for the Blackhawks of Madelia. And Wheelock coming in as well. Wheelock coming in favor of Cords. Gets it into Rodriguez. I'd like to thank all of you watching on the rebroadcast version. It's off. It's off again. Cords to Lynch. Nice pass to Lynch. Lynch, oh, it's off. Kind of a, boy, well, hey, eventually Cords put it in for the Bulldogs, so I guess that's all that matters. And a 45-36 in favor of the Janesville-Waldorf-Pemberton Bulldogs. To the best of my knowledge, this would be the first home victory of the season for the Bulldogs. The girls team, I think it might be. They won at Triton. They won at Madelia. Maybe they did have a home victory at the end. Against Cleveland, yes, I was out that night. No, they lost that game. Yeah, I think this would be the first home victory for the Bulldogs. But they haven't won it yet. 6:35 to go until that happens. And timeout called by Josh Goodburn. Boy, we're having troubles with the clock here. There we go. Great Balls of Fire playing in the background. Kelton shimmying his shoulders from side to side. Well, 6:35 to go of this NFHS season. This very well could be the final broadcast for both the boys or the girls this year. I have a feeling tomorrow night's boys game, I think that one might be a DOA, dead on arrival. I don't think it's going to happen, but if we do have school tomorrow and Belle Plaine has school tomorrow, then we will have a game here tomorrow night, most likely between Belle Plaine and the JWP Bulldogs. Once again, section placings or seedings already set for the boys. They got the 3 seed. They'll be taking on the 6-seeded St. Clair Cyclones. A border battle. You got to get tickets for that one. And of course, with the because it's a section game, passes will not count. So I believe it's about 6 or 7 at the door to get in. Seniors maybe 5. Students maybe 4 or 5. But everyone will pay to get in. So don't think you'll just saunter on in and slap down a pass on again on that section game, because that won't work. And we will not broadcast it, to the best of my knowledge. Nice drive. Oh, nice pass to Cords. Cords finishes the deal and puts it in for 2. And it is a 9-point game in favor of the Bulldogs. Oh boy. Shook had a savory look on her face. I think she was going for the big steal on that one. Didn't happen. Rodriguez, the line drive shot does not go in. And Shook heading the other way. Passes it to Gruce. Gruce for 2. Oh, it falls out. Boy, some fans getting very excited with Madelia's side. Stomping and stamping around. 40-47 our score. 5:15 to go about in this second half. Lynch, tight defense there by Rodriguez. Hook pass, oh, between the legs of Cords. And kind of looked like riding time at a wrestling match there, and it was jump ball, and it's going to go to the Blackhawks. And Rodriguez will inbound it to Cooling. 5:06 to go. Ball is in. Cooling with the ball. Lynch awaiting at. No, she's moving back to the volleyball line and then back some more. That's Klobes. Finds and De La Cruz. Foul, and it's going to be 1-1 now the rest of the way. So it'll be the battle of the bonuses with 4:57 to go. And De La Cruz's first free throw is up, and ooh, I was about to say it's in. It rattles out. Oh, heading the other way, heading the other way. And it's in for Gruce. Gruce looking to get this one back to double digits for the Bulldogs if she can convert on this old-fashioned three-point play. Whoops, oh boy. And the free throw is up by Gruce, and it falls in. And we're at 50-40. So it's been about a tie this second half so far. Oh, I have it at 40-40. That is an error. Thank you, Kelton, earlier. It should be 50-42 after that one. With about 4.5 to go. And that's Wheelock in there for the Bulldogs. The 8th grader getting some more playing time. And what an encouraging sight that is to see so many young players getting good minutes for the Bulldogs. And that is a foul And once again, we're still in that bonus. 50-43. I apologize. It's 50-43. That was a three-pointer by Madelia last time. Whoa, Kelton.
I'm tired today.
There we go. And stolen away by Rodriguez. And about a little over 4 to go here, and it's a 7-point game. Bulldogs still trying to hold it on. The Blackhawks making a little bit of a run here. No call. No call. There's going to be a call that time. I thought the first one looked a little more egregious than the second, but it's going to be the foul is going to be, I think that was on Cords, and it's going to be De La Cruz at the line. I'm sorry, that foul was on Budak instead. And the free throw is up and in. 50-44 Bulldogs. Second free throw by De La Cruz is up and it is also in. And it's down to a 5-point game. Subs coming in. That's Johnson. 3:53 to go. Running the baseline. Gets it to Olsen. And that's going to be a foul there. A little bit of a body foul. That was Rodriguez with the bump. Both teams had 9 fouls, 1-1. So plenty of time here for the Blackhawks to get back into this one. The Blackhawks have never held a lead in this game. Actually, that's wrong. They were ahead 2-0 to start this one. But Olsen's free throw is up and it plops in. 51-45 our score. Only 2 seconds came off the clock. 3:51 to go. And converts the second as well. I've just been handed a note that the snow is beginning to fall here in Janesville, so that's why this game was moved up. Kelton earlier says he doesn't want snow, but he's going to get snow. More snow, more snow, more snow. He wants to go to a Timberwolves thing tomorrow. Maybe he'll be snowed in. I don't know. It's up and in there. And still at a 5-point game. Yeah, a lot of our 6th grade boys going to be playing at the Target Center tomorrow afternoon. They think. We'll see. NWEM, which of course stands for Waterville Legion Morristown, for those of you scoring at home. So you guys are playing WEM tomorrow, huh?
Yeah.
How's WEM? Are they pretty good, 6th grade boys? Oh, they might be okay. They might be okay. We'll see. And free throw is in. 53-47 our score. Make it 54-47 our score. I apologize. We're at about 3:16 to go. Oh, that's a long one. It's off, and it's rebounded by Gruss. Oh, and a big downward spike by Rodriguez. And that you could see her coming up. She was gaining momentum on Gruss slowly but surely. Free throw is in for Gruss. And it's up to an 8-point game, 3:03 to go. And Gruss has said she might be up to double digits. So Gruss, I'm guessing she might be a starter next year, but you don't want to speculate. I have no say in the matter, certainly. But Gruss, very good athlete. It's only a matter of time. She's already getting great minutes. And that's going to be a foul by Cords on to Flemenick. And we're coming to the end of the season for one team. And, of course, there is no tomorrow for the loser. Whoever wins tonight's game has the Crusaders of Mankato Loyola waiting for them, the number 1 seed in the section. And, you know, crazier things have happened. I went to Lakeville North growing up, and I went to a section game one time with my mom where Lakeville North was the number 1 seed in the section, and they played the 8 seed Park of Cottage Grove. And Park of Cottage Grove had only won about 3 or 4 games all year, but you know what? They beat us. So don't be surprised if there's a couple upsets in these sections. That does happen. You know, the game's not over till it's played. So, but certainly Lindsay Thunick and all the other great Loyola girls are looking to maybe make that big run this year. They're looking for that state title run. And boy, that would be a good shot in the arm for the Loyola program. And the 2 is in for Johnson. Good to see the 8th grader get on the scoreboard. 2:12 to go in this second half. And De La Cruz passes it out to DeFleminick. And DeFleminick puts it in. That might be the final 2 points she scores in her basketball career. I doubt she's playing in college anywhere. But, you know, at 6'1", I could see why some coaches might be tempted. Oh, and that's going to be, it's off of DeFleminick. And subs coming in for the Blackhawks, Courtney DeFleminick and Amy Den. And Klobes went out. And Den is a senior, so you like to see the senior get in there. If the score stays the same and Madelia ends up losing, this will be Den's final basketball game of her life. Competitive basketball game, I should say. Lynch for 2, it's in. Whoa, and the 3 is almost went in. Good board there by the younger DeFleminick, and the older DeFleminick, the senior, draws the foul with 1:13. These might be the final free throws of her basketball career here. Melody DeFleminick, 6'1" senior. Free throw up, it's in. 51-60. Maddie Mueller coming in as well. So everybody on this Blackhawks team has seen action and misses the second free throw. And jump ball, it's going to stay with the Blackhawks with 1:09 to go. See what kind of an inbound play the Blackhawks come out with here. Cord's coming in. They're going to let her in. It was a little bit of a late sub. And Budak hustles out. That might be the last home appearance by Budak on this court. Johnson Olsen for 2. It's off. Rebound the younger DeFleminick. And we're going to hide the clock here at under 1 minute. It's hard to keep up with that. I will keep you in the know on the time. The lean in 2 might have been partially blocked, not sure. And timeout called by Coach Prunty. The season's going to go on a little longer for one of these teams. The score is 60-51. There we go. Yeah, once again, February the 28th, the winner of tonight's game will play the Mankato Loyola Crusaders at Mankato Loyola. That is a 7 o'clock tip time. Loyola 21-2 on the year. The number 1 seed in the south part of the 2A girls bracket. Cedar Mountain Comfrey, the number 1 seed at the top at 19-5. The Crusaders, the odds-on favorite to to make it to state out of this region. And inbounded, gets it to Lynch. Pardon me, folks, I apologize for that. Oh, and that's going to be a reach-in foul. Double bonus for both teams here, 60-51, 29.7 to go in this second half. I believe this would be the first home victory of the season for the Bulldogs. Johnson puts it in. It'd be nice to see. Well, if this isn't the first, it's the second. So there just hasn't been many. So second free throw is in as well. And now it's double digits, so I don't know if we'll see any more fouling by the Blackhawks. We'll see what Coach Josh Goodburn decides. Oh, and DeFleminick, I hope she gets another chance to shoot. You don't want to end your career on that one. 17 seconds, and that is Cooling heading to the line. Cooling, a junior. And free throw is up and in, and we're back to a 10-point game with 17 seconds to go. And it's in again. We're down single digits, so possibly we'll start seeing the fouls again at single digits. And it appears, DeFleminick with a nice steal. That'll be a good way to end the basketball career. It's up and off. Saved, and with one, it's going to be 1.2, and that'll probably just about do it. In fact, I'm going to even get the microphone ready here because I have a couple announcements I'm supposed to make at the end of this game here. We'll keep the action here. It's passed in, and that it does it. Our final score tonight, 62-53.